the edge with a quick touch pass. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Power football with the run. Showing off the arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one. And we touchdown Sooner! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits.
Lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Complete to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Going for 6. Off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Berry. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. To the air, it's Sharp. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
His own number. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Ferguson. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking for a man. It's Sharp. Right out, trying to get in. Touchdown, Sooners! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over here, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Yates. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Simon. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Jaw spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Finding an escape route. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Under fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it out fast. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Duggan. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield very late in the half. He unleashes a long one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 20 over New Mexico State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. This is a designed run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Jukes his way for more. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but
Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Sooners. And oh man, there's some burnt orange getting nervous in here, thinking of the 2000, the 2003 blowouts, David.
And Reese, I know that, but man, it always feels like this game gets competitive in the end. And it's getting later, and it looks like Oklahoma's up big, Jesse, but I just wouldn't turn it off yet.
No, and if you're Texas, you just got to keep your composure, right? And it's hard to do because you've been looking at this game and circled this game on your calendar all year long. It feels like it's getting away from you. Don't hit the panic button right now.
Here comes the Texas offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Back to pass, it's Sharp. He uncorks one deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And this one will be marked dead just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense in press coverage. Scanning the field, it's Sharp. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for the big play. Touchdown Sooners! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. At the 35, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Got a man. It's Ferguson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive. There.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw. It's Sharp. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Bring it out. It's Duggan. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the catch on the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll take it himself. Got the first down. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he
lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go right back to the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas.